Parashat last week with the Kiyol, the Lavern. Did I tell you guys this last week about the Kiyol? Last week we were talking about different parts of the Mishkan that we have to build for HaShem. HaShem said everything, the tabernacle has to be a certain measurement. The Mishkan has to be a certain measurement. The Mizbeach has to be a certain measurement. Everything has to be very, very precise. The entire Parashat, last couple of Parashot, are telling us precise details of the measurements of everything that he wants. What to do, how much gold to put, how much copper, how much silver, how many, how long, how short, how big, how tall, everything, details, except one thing, which is the lavern. The lavern in Hebrew is kiyol. The kiyol, or the lavern, was a tool that was used. It's giant. If anyone has a chance to go to Jerusalem, there's a place that has replicas of the tools of the Bet HaMikdash. It's very cool. Very, very, very nice. They did a great job there. You get a chance to see the menorah. The menorah was one piece of gold. It wasn't pieces put together. It's one piece. In essence, one cube that they molded into a menorah. Huge, giant structure. I mean, in today's gold prices would be worth many, many millions in gold value only. So anyway, so this kiyol had two openings of, be full of water. It had two openings. One to wash the hands and one to wash the feet of the Kohanim. Before they did the Korban, before they did any of the holy work that Hashem said, they would have to wash their hands and their feet. They would have to purify themselves. It's huge. But Hashem said, make it out of copper. So not only is it not gold like the other things, or silver like the other things, it's the lowest metal. I mean, everyone knows that copper is less than gold or silver. Same thing today as it was back then. But not only that, Hashem doesn't give us a size, any size whatsoever for how big it's going to be. Nothing. He just tells us, make the lavern, make it out of copper. And then we're told that all of the women brought their mirrors to make this lavern. Now the Midrash explains that Moshe Rabbeinu didn't want this. He didn't want these mirrors. These mirrors, back then, mirrors weren't mirrors like we have today. Back then, mirrors were a copper that was shined up, and you could see your reflection from it. So Moshe Rabbeinu said, a woman's mirror is not exactly the most modest thing in the world. She's using it, to make herself more attractive for her husband. Come on, it's not, this is holy work here. I don't really want my woman's mirror, my wife's mirror that she's making herself more attractive for me, to become a tool that Hashem is going to use. It doesn't make any sense. Hashem says, Adrabah, I want this even more. Because of that, I want it. Why? Hashem says, when Am Yisrael was in Egypt, the men were tortured every day by these evil Egyptians. And when you go to a rough time, forget torture of Egypt today, you go to a rough time, you lose some money, you lose some health. Wife is yelling at you, husband's yelling at you, kids are failing in school, any problems, countless problems that we all go through our life. You don't want to live. One bad day, you want to already leave this world. Imagine going through Egypt every day, tortured from morning to night. They lost the purpose. They lost themselves. They didn't want to live anymore. So the wives would make themselves extra beautiful. And as soon as the husband would come, miserable, beaten up, tortured, to the house, they'd show him the mirror, which you would see his reflection and her reflection. Says, who do you think is more beautiful, you or me? Why? Number one, it would make him laugh. And the Gemara says, if you want to start a Shiur Torah, you want to open someone's heart, start with a joke. I haven't been able to master that skill yet, but you want to open someone's heart, start with a joke. Makes them laugh. Had a tough day, obviously she's more beautiful, so opens his heart. The second thing is, it would force him to look at her. instead of looking at the floor, being miserable, you're upset, you always look down. He looks at her and he sees how beautiful his wife is, and he remembers there's more to life than what he just went through, and that kept them obviously together and made them build a family. And HaShem says that's one of the foundational reasons of why they survived. And that's why they say that we were taken out of Egypt because of the women, not because of the men. And Hashem says, because they helped me, to understand, they helped me save the nation. I not only want those mirrors, but I want all of them. And that's why there's no measurement for the laver. That's why there's no measurement for the kiyot. Because he wants Moses to know, he wants everyone that gives you one of these mirrors, I want all of it. Use all of it. Because I want to make sure that it's remembered forever that they were a big, significant part of the exodus from Egypt. And that's the thing that, again, in today's age, a lot of women that don't know Torah think that Torah is against women and, not the greatest pro-women vehicle. And a lot of people that are feminists are very, very against the Torah. I think if they spent, a little bit of time to actually read it from the beginning to the end, it shouldn't take more than a few weeks, if not less, depending how fast you read, and just read the basic translation of everything. You'd see that it's not only not what they think, but it's actually the opposite.